Good afternoon. The Midday News. I am Mariam Ahmad. The House of Representatives has warned of citizens' revolt if the federal government fails to address insecurity in the country, which has been on the upswing in the last few weeks. This came on the day Senate President Godswill Akpabio told his colleagues that the insecurity and powerless state of the nation's economy are stretching the patience and resilience of Nigerians to the limit and asked them to respond with legislative actions. It was gathered that lawmakers from areas ravaged by insurgency and killings by herdsmen in the country who led the debate on the issue at plenary, also accused the presidency of not doing enough to resolve the insecurity problem in the country, despite the over 19.7 trillion naira spent on security. In his contribution, Yusuf Gadi rebuked those downplaying the severity of the crisis, saying politicians are rascals and it is unacceptable that Nigerians are being killed at will by bandits and other criminal elements. The Minister of Education, Dr. Tuji Alausa, has said the high failure rate in the 2025 Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination is clear evidence that the government's anti-practice measures are yielding results, especially within the Joint Admissions and Matriculation Board system. The minister's remarks came amid nationwide concern following JAMB's release of results showing that out of 1,995,069 candidates who sat for the 2025 UTME, only about 420,000 scored above 200, as more than 78% failed to meet the 200 mark threshold. Speaking with journalists, Dr. Alausa said the drop in performance reflects a significant decline in examination malpractice due to JAMB's tightened security protocols with the implementation of security measures. Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke has been commended for dispensing democratic dividends to the people of the state irrespective of their political affiliations. The commendation was given by Iwo Land Elders, the Nigeria Union of Teachers, and the National Union of Butchers during their courtesy visit to the governor. Governor's office correspondent Oluwatobiloba Odunuga has more of the story.
At the heart of the courtesy calls was a visit by the Iwo Land Elders, also known as Ishokon Iwo Land, led by the Chief Imam of Iwo, Sheikh Abdulmumin Adelewa, who commended Senator Ademola Adeleke for his inclusive governance, infrastructural development, and commitment to peace and harmony across the state. The Chief Imam emphasized the elder satisfaction with the governor's handling of sensitive issues, especially those affecting Iwo and surrounding communities. He noted that the group is particularly impressed by the administration's focus on fairness and community engagement, reaffirming their unwavering support for the governor's leadership beyond 2026. The governor also received the Osun State wing of the Nigerian Union of Teachers (NUT), led by its state chairman, Comrade Babalola Babatunde, who in his address lauded the governor's prioritization of teachers' welfare. He cited regular salary payment, improved working conditions, and infrastructure upgrades in public secondary and primary schools. He added that Governor Adeleke's policies have rekindled confidence in the teaching profession in Osun State, just as he further pledged for full support for the administration's agenda and assured the governor of the union sees political backing into and beyond the 2026 elections.
We are going to show them. What is that, sir? We encourage you and we are begging you, we want you to be in our midst, so that all of them will know that the money is for us and we are for the money. We are going to show them that we are not bastards. We will show them that we are friendly.
Also present at the governor's office was the leadership of the National Union of Butchery Workers, Osun State Chapter, led by its chairman, Mr. Mo Adeowo, who expressed appreciation to the governor for the administration's efforts in organizing the meat processing industry, enhancing hygiene standards, and supporting union-led initiatives across the state. He appealed for further government assistance in providing modern facilities and capacity-building programs, noting that such efforts would help elevate the industry to international standard. The union reiterated its support for the governor's people-focused governance. In his response, Osun State Governor Senator Ademola Adeleke appreciated each group for their goodwill and affirmed that his administration remains committed to a governance model rooted in transparency, equity, and progress. He addressed pressing issues affecting Iwo, particularly boundary-related disputes, revealing that his administration has formally engaged the National Boundary Commission (NBC) to facilitate a lasting and just resolution. The governor assured that his government will not allow any boundary matters to disrupt the peace and unity of affected communities. He emphasized his belief in proactive dialogue and legal frameworks as effective tools in resolving territorial disputes.
Adeleke máa fi ràn wá lọ́wọ́ pé bóyá kò ní sí development ní Ìwó àti agbègbè ẹgbàgbé ẹ̀ tó láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ náà nìyẹn àdè máa ṣe ebi ò dẹ̀ kí n ṣe gómìnà tó máa ń jókòó sílé màá tún lọ supervise màá tún wá wù pé ń bolẹ̀ bá ṣe dé ẹ̀yà tètè ṣe so support tẹ wá fún wa lẹ́nìí pẹ̀lú àdúrà mọ̀ pé láìpẹ́ láì jìnà gbogbo tó mọ̀ wọ̀ lókè gbogbo akọ̀rọ̀ ara lọ́lẹ̀.
Governor Adeleke further reiterated his administration's unwavering support for the welfare of workers across sectors. He assured the NUT and the Butcher Workers Union that their concerns would receive immediate attention, describing their contributions to the state's economy as invaluable.
Mo request tẹgbẹ́lẹ̀ àgbà food instruction kó yẹ̀ wò tó bá ti yẹ̀ wò tó bá ti wá fún mi a máa wò tẹ̀lé tó yẹ ká ọkọ̀ ṣe a ṣe títí tá a fi ṣe ogun kan tí inú tí ẹ fẹ́.
The governor concluded by calling for continued cooperation, stating that the development of Osun State is a collective responsibility that requires shared commitment from the government, unions, religious leaders, and the general public. It has been Oluwa Tobiloba Odunuga reporting.
Aliko Dangote Foundation says it will not relent in its humanitarian course in transforming society. The foundation, represented by Mr. Victor Ejiro, gave the assurance in Osogbo, the state capital, while distributing bag of rice to the physically challenged persons in the state. Soya Onoride has details of the story.
In line with his commitment to humanitarian cause, Aliko Dangote Foundation, in collaboration with the Osun State government, distributed bag of rice to the physically challenged persons as part of the 2025 National Food Intervention Program. Speaking on the initiative, Governor Adeleke, who was represented by the State Commissioner for Agriculture and Food Security, Otumba Tola Fasheru, described the day as a special one for the state, being one of the beneficiaries of Aliko Dangote Foundation 2025 National Food Intervention Program. Otumba Fasheru said the administration of Governor Adeleke has demonstrated uncommon zeal towards prioritizing food security, as evident by the procurement of tractors as well as various initiatives in transforming agricultural development aimed at achieving optimal results in food production. He noted that Aliko Dangote Foundation has been a vanguard of socio-economic development, stressing that the distribution of the 30,000 10 kg bag of rice represents a significant effort in making life more meaningful for the vulnerable.
Reaching out to the less privileged, ensuring that nobody goes to bed hungry. You can see his commitment, His Excellency's commitment all around the state, infrastructural development everywhere, the area of health sector, education, the area of agriculture. And so we are very, very glad that Alhaji Aliko Dangote would choose Osun as a place to express his liquid love. You know, Alhaji Dangote is a man that loves the people, the man who is always in the front line when it comes to socio-economic development of Nigeria.
The special advisor to the governor on agriculture and food security, Honorable Olanina Atitade, described the rice donation to the state by Aliko Dangote Foundation as a strong demonstration of the foundation's corporate social responsibility and a testament of the power of partnership between the public and private sector, adding that the gesture will go a long way in addressing food insecurity and poverty alleviation in the state. The representative of Aliko Dangote Foundation, Mr. Victor Ejiro, said the foundation will not relent in its humanitarian gesture aimed at transforming the society, stressing that Osun State is particularly dear to the Chief Executive Officer, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, in respect to the socio-economic growth of the state.
We have seen the effort people put in place by the committee, the state committee that will handle the distribution of this rice, and they are really working hard. And we trust them and know that they will distribute it to the needs and the vulnerable among
Executive Secretary of Osun State Association of People Living with Disability, Prince Oyewumi Ayobami, who spoke on behalf of the beneficiaries, lauded Governor Ademola Adeleke for his commitment to the overall well-being of the physically challenged persons, noting that the gesture by Aliko Dangote Foundation is a considerable effort in alleviating the plight of the less privileged.
And I think I have to appreciate Dangote Foundation for distributing 30,000 kg of rice, in which people with disability were among. I want to appreciate Dangote Foundation on behalf of people with disability.
The occasion, which featured the symbolic presentation of the 10 kg bag of rice to the beneficiaries, had in attendance the Permanent Secretary of the State Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security, Mr. Maruf Olawale, his counterpart from the Cabinet Office, Mr. Soji Ojuade, the representative of Aliko Dangote Foundation, Mr. Tunde Oladipo, among others. Sanya Onoride, reporting for OSBC News.
Now from sports, Flying Eagles captain Daniel Bameyi is confident that the team will come out with all they have to defeat Kenya in their last group match at the ongoing Africa Under-20 AFCON in Egypt today. Bameyi, who was the player of the match in their last game, a goalless draw with Morocco, admitted that the Flying Eagles cannot afford to leave anything to chance as they chase a quarter-final ticket in what will also be Nigeria's 100th game in the competition. And now from the foreign scene, India has launched military strikes on Pakistan, and Pakistan claimed it shot down 5 India Air Force jets in an escalation that has pushed the two nations to the brink of a wider conflict. New Delhi said the strikes are in response to the massacre of 26 people, mostly India tourists, who died in April when government stormed a scenic mountain spot in the India-administered part of Kashmir, a disputed border region. India has blamed Pakistan for the attack, which Islamabad denies. With that, we have come to the end of the midday news on OSBC TV. Join us at 3 for the state news. Thanks for watching. Good afternoon.